So Kira, we're here at your house today to do our next session because we're going to move down on our list on your hierarchy of anxiety.
Right.
Okay. So how have you been doing with listening to what was kind of the bad music?
I feel like I'm doing better. I just have been doing what you've said and just kind of continuing to listen instead of shutting it off because I feel so upset about it. And so I feel like the last couple days there's actually been a couple times where I've even kind of enjoyed a little bit of the music.
Okay. And how many times in the past week have you engaged in that?
I would say I've made sure to do it 13 or 14 times.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And so what would you say your SUD or your rating for listening to the music is now?
Well,
because last time it was at a 65.
65. I would say I've gotten it down to maybe, sometimes it's higher, like sometimes it's a 40, but I would say sometimes I feel like I could actually say I'm even like a 15 or a 20.
Wow,
yeah.
That's really good. And how do you feel like all this is going?
Well, I've been really having a hard time because I know what's coming, and so instead of focusing on what I've been doing, I think I'm also really afraid of what I have to do today, and so I'm feeling.
So you've been really focusing on that.
Yeah, for the last couple days.
Some anxiety.
Yeah, so I'm feeling. I haven't been feeling very good today.
What would you say your level of anxiety is right now?
Well, because I know I'm going to be doing things that I'm not comfortable with, I would say I'm at about an 80 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is next on your list is preparing food for your husband.
Right.
And so I want you to, our task today is for you to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or a peanut butter sandwich. So we're going to get the food out, and then without washing your hands or...
so I can't wash my hands beforehand?
No. And without any ritual of taking a shower or cleaning any space in the kitchen, I want you to...
So I can't clean the countertops before we start?
No. I want you to just get...
Can I make the sandwich on like a plate or something like that? Or is it something that has to just be on the counter?
It just needs to be on the countertop. Okay. So, because I remember when we talked about your hierarchy of anxiety before, that was part of it. So you're going to get the peanut butter out, the bread out, and a knife out, and you're going to make a sandwich.
Okay.
So how is your anxiety level right now?
I'm feeling not very good right now.
Is there a number that you can...
I would say I'm probably about between 80 and 90.
Okay. That's really high.
Yeah.
Are you going to...
I'm really afraid because you're not allowing me to wipe the countertops or to put it on a plate, and so if there's germs on my countertops, then those germs are going to be going into my husband, and if those germs go into my husband, then they can infect our daughter, and then our daughter could get very sick, and it would all be because I just couldn't wipe the countertops.
Okay. So, I guess that's the goal today, is for you to just experience that anxiety while you're making a sandwich, and then I want you to just let it work its course.
So you really think it's safe for me to make a sandwich on this countertop without cleaning it off first?
I really do. So remember when we talked about some statistics regarding germs and how many germs people consume every day? That a lot of germs are benign and they won't actually hurt you. It's the norm for people to not get sick.
Okay.
So my other question is, when was the last time you washed your counter?
I probably did it about 5 minutes before you got there.
So do you think that there's been a large amount of germs that have accumulated?
Well, aren't germs just floating around in the air?
No. So I want you to feel that anxiety, that there are a lot of germs on your counter. And then I want you to understand that even though there could be a lot of germs on your counter, that you're still going to live life and make a sandwich.
I'm feeling sick right now.
You can take a moment and but I do want you to get at least the peanut butter and bread out to start.
And you think that my husband should eat it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I think that, that's part of the habituation is that you're going to realize the more you do these things, the more you listen to the bad music or look out the windows, or that nothing bad is going to happen. But while you are making the sandwich, I don't want you to avoid the anxiety or the thought that something bad would happen. I just want you to make the sandwich and experience anxiety until it lowers. So where is your anxiety level right now?
High. I'm trying to think of a number to put on it. It just seems high.
Okay.
Like I would say where it's been 80.
It hasn't lowered.
85. No, it hasn't lowered.
Okay. So we just need to start and we need to make sandwich.
Okay. So don't wash my hands first.
Don't wash your hands.
Okay.
So can you talk to me again about what would happen to your husband if he ate the sandwich that you're making off of your counter?
Well, there's germs on this peanut butter. There's germs on the counter. There's germs on this knife. I had to open the fridge with my hands without washing them first, so there's germs on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that my husband, there's a lot of germs that he's going to be able to get. And then he's going to give them to our daughter.
Okay. So where's your anxiety level with that?
Well, I don't feel like it's gone down at all.
Okay.
You keep asking me that, and there's been nothing that's happened for it to go down, so.
Okay. So Kara, how are you feeling now? It's been an hour since your husband ate the sandwich, and you have cleaned up. You put the peanut butter away and the knife away and the bread away, but you haven't done any other ritual to reduce your anxiety. But where is your anxiety at now?
I feel better. I mean, it's weird because I really did think he was going to get sick. Like, I thought he would be in the bathroom by now, and he seems to be doing well, so I am feeling better. I'm surprised at that, but I am.
So when you started to make the sandwich, your anxiety level was at a 90,
Right.
and it wasn't really going down. It was still really high when you were making the sandwich and before he ate the sandwich, and now where would you say it's at?
Well, right now I'm feeling much better, so I would say like maybe a 25. When I think about it, if I sit here and really focus about it, then I think that I mean, like even right now as I'm thinking about it, I'm feeling a little more anxious, so maybe a 40.
Okay.
So I feel better, but I still feel like if I'm thinking about, doing it again, it makes me feel anxious. Yeah.
Well, the goal is for you to do it again, just
Right.
like you've been listening to the music and practicing other exposures. That the goal is for this week that you would either make dinner or make lunch 3 to 4 more times before we see each other again.
So, just to make sure we're clear, that means that I can't do I can't sanitize the kitchen beforehand?
No.
Okay.
You can't wash your hands, you can't take a shower, you can't sanitize, you just need to make food and serve food
Right.
and clean up in a normal way, putting your food away and putting dishes in the dishwasher.
I know how much this has worked so far, so I'm just trying to trust you in this. So I've seen what I've been able to do so far, and it's amazing, so I really do feel like I'll be able to do that.
Well, and what you did today was amazing because your anxiety was at a 90 and then it went down to almost a 25.
Yeah.
So that's, a month ago you wouldn't have even been able to walk into the kitchen and touch any of the counters, much less make food.
Right,
So
right.
that's a really big improvement.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to do this some more and we'll start checking in again next week.
Okay.